Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since I've said that, but I am finally getting a chance to sit down and talk to you guys about our Disney trip. And it's been about 2 weeks since we've been, but I've been waiting for the time to be able to sit down and really talk about everything, like from start to finish from our trip, that I feel like is important if you're planning a trip right now. What it's like to be in the park right now and what's different, and like maybe any tips that I have or things that you're not going to be able to experience that you used to be able to experience before the park closed. So we did decide to do this trip last minute, and I know that that's kind of like shocking because most people plan a Disney trip for a long time in advance, but we've been to Disney a lot of times, and I know what the process is going to be like from start to finish. I knew that this time was going to be different, but I feel comfortable going on a whim because I already know what to expect. I don't feel like I have to take too much time to plan in advance, so I literally had it all done with it planned, and we were out the door in a matter of hours. So I had been wanting to go and kind of like teasing the idea of the fact that we would be going because my husband works full-time. I mean, early to late hours, Monday through Friday. There's no possible chance that he was going to be able to take time off. And if we went over the weekend, not only did I think that it wouldn't be something that would necessarily interest him, I have an assistant who can come with me and help with the girls, so that makes it very easy. And then I brought a second assistant along to help film and just kind of help keep it chill because I knew that we were going to be there for a while. We wanted to do each of the parks, so I knew that I was going to need help if I wanted to do it, take the kids on my own without Nick. So the morning that we left, I had kind of been texting my assistant and saying like, hey, well, like a week prior to this, I had been texting her saying like, hey, like, would you want to do this? Would you be interested in coming with us to Disney? And she was on board, but then I would go back and forth about it. Like one minute I would want to go, and the next minute I'd be like, I don't know, it's crazy to do something on a whim like that, but that's just totally my personality. I'm very spontaneous, and I will do things at the drop of a hat. So we finally all got on the same page and found flights that were decent. I found a hotel room super quick and fast. I chose the Contemporary because it's on the monorail, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So that's why I chose the Contemporary. There's the Polynesian, the Contemporary, and the Grand Floridian that are on the monorail. And I want to say when I looked at hotel prices, I don't think the Grand Floridian was an option when I looked, if I remember. I'm pretty sure it is now. But only the Polynesian and the Contemporary were available. And on last minute's notice like that, the Polynesian price was much higher than the Contemporary. And if you know about monorail hotels, you know they're already priced very high. So I was just like, let's just do Contemporary. I've never stayed there before, and overall I loved the Contemporary. You guys will see some footage of it, and overall it was a really nice resort, and I loved our view. We had a view that was overlooking I could see the castle, I could see the Polynesian, I could see the Grand Floridian. So our balcony view was insane, honestly. And I loved the entire vibe of the Contemporary. It was really nice. But the one thing that I will say that I'm upset about, not necessarily upset, is that the monorail was not running to EPCOT. So it would take you to the Magic Kingdom, but that was it. So I'm not sure if it's running yet, but if you are going to stay at a monorail resort strictly to be able to use the monorail for EPCOT and Magic Kingdom, check in advance, because that was why I booked it. It's because I wanted to be able to take that two out of 4 days, because with small kids in strollers, it is a handful. Even with one adult to each child, it's a handful to get your stroller folded up and have the baby and the toddlers, keep them from running around everywhere, and all your stuff that you have to have for small kids. It's a lot of stuff to collapse and then put back together and then reassemble yourself on buses with kids. I know it's not the end of the world, but when you pay for a monorail resort, you don't have to do that, because you can push your stroller right onto the monorail, get off. You don't have to collapse anything or reassemble your stuff at all. So we only had Magic Kingdom monorail service while we were there. And one thing that I thought was really cool at the Contemporary was that we when you do your order on your phone for food, like when we got there the first night, we ordered food on our phone and then you just go down to pick it up. So you place the order on your phone, you walk down and they just have your bag ready to go. And there are like spots on the floor where everybody maintains social distance. No one's up in your business. You walk up and get your food and go. And I loved that. It was very fast and it was really efficient because there's not very many people there, so they're able to be really fast with all of that right now and just very convenient. If you get anxiety in big crowds, this, like I do, in big crowds I feel very anxious and stressed and not myself, and I did not feel like that on this trip. The next thing that's at the Contemporary that's open right now is Chef Mickey's, and if you've been to Chef Mickey's, you know that they have the characters come by. So they've got Mickey, Minnie, I want to say there's Pluto and Goofy, and maybe Daisy and Donald. Did I already say Donald? But yeah, so they've got like the main Disney characters there. And while they're not doing that right now, you're also not doing the buffet, so it's all family style, which I thought was really cool because I ate some things that I wouldn't have necessarily tried from the buffet because I usually go and get the same things, but they bring everything out that they normally, not everything, but most things that they normally have at their buffet. They bring it all out for you, and I love that because it's nice to not have to get up from the table to go get your food, and you get family style the same way that you would get at Ohana, and Ohana is closed. While I'm filming this video, Ohana is closed. When you're watching this, it may have already opened, so you'll have to check on that. So our first day we went to Hollywood Studios, and I love Hollywood Studios even more now that they have the Star Wars land and they have the new ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which we practically walked right onto. That ride is incredible. You cannot miss that ride, and right now is an amazing time to be able to experience it because you're not going to have to wait in like a 2-hour line. I feel like if the crowds were at normal capacity, that line would probably be 2 hours long at least because it's a brand new ride. It's like one of their newest rides besides Rise of the Resistance, which right now, or when we were at the park, they were releasing at 3 times during the day. You could book your time slot to go on to Rise of the Resistance, and we were able to get a time slot for Rise of the Resistance. So Skyla's the only one that's tall enough to be able to go on it, so her and I were able to go on the ride, and it was honestly very, very cool and very worth it, and she loved it. It was a little bit scary, but it was a really cool ride, and we did get to experience that. We were able to go to Oga's Cantina, which is new, and even though when you're booking it on the app, it says like lunch or dinner, it's not a full meal. You'll get cocktails and a charcuterie board. I always say that wrong. And there are 2 things on the menu, the big charcuterie board and then like a chips and dip. And if you get the chips and dip, ask for an extra dip because the dip is not enough. And the charcuterie board is amazing. They have this ham, this thick cut warm ham that's on it, and it's really good. So that's that. There's also a drink that they have there, which is, it's yellow and it's got a foam on the top, and the foam has these, I want to say they're called Szechuan buttons, and they make your mouth tingle. So you've got to try that if you go to that at Hollywood Studios. We got to do everything that we wanted to do there that day because the lines were super short and there was basically no one there. The only thing that I will say about all parks across the board is that the kiosks that have snacks and drinks, a lot of them are closed because there are not enough people there to have all of their little kiosks open. So the experience is different. There are no shows, no fireworks shows, anywhere that they can't properly social distance you, those things are closed. It was very different. It was a little bit sad, I won't lie. So the second day, I want to say, was our Magic Kingdom day. And Magic Kingdom is just like how I described Hollywood, very short lines. We did go to the Beast Castle and had lunch, so good. They had a champagne there that is specialty champagne that was made for the Be Our Guest restaurant, and we had that, and it was okay. It wasn't like over the top. Like there is a champagne that they have there at Skipper's Canteen, which is specific for Disney World or Disney in general. It's called like Fairy Tale. It's either called Fairy Tale or Celebration, one of the two. I want to say it's called Fairy Tale. And that one is now the only place you can get it in Disney World is at Skipper's Canteen, unless that has changed since the last time I've been there. That one is worth paying the extra price because the taste of it is, I wish that I could just buy it in bulk and have it for my house because it's so good. But the Beast one was okay. It was just, I wouldn't order it again. But we did get to do that, and Magic Kingdom closed early. It was weird having it close early because you're used to staying there so late into the night, and none of the parks were really open into when it got dark. So there were no, like, you don't see any of the lights, or, a lot of the parks light up at night, and they've got really beautiful light displays, and then the fireworks show, and then that experience is not there either. Then the next day we did Animal Kingdom. And Animal Kingdom has always been one of my favorite parks. I'm not sure why. I love the vibe of Animal Kingdom. I like the way that I feel when I'm in Animal Kingdom. And once again, we got to do everything at Animal Kingdom that they had to offer. We ate lunch at Yak and Yeti. And I love Yak and Yeti. It is open right now, but it's hard to get a table. I had to set up alerts. So if there is a restaurant that you really want to go to, but it's booked because right now they're at a much lower capacity, you might not get the restaurants that you want, or the restaurants you want might be closed. Just overall, they might not even be open. You can go to mousedining.com and make an account, and you can set up for alerts. So they will send you a text message or an email, you choose, whenever a time slot opens up, and then you have to book it immediately because there are other people that have alerts on. So we were able to get Yak and Yeti, and like I said, it's one of my favorite restaurants. It was really, really good. And even though it's super hot right now, when it rains, it cools off the rest of the day, basically. So a lot of the times we would get to the parks and it would be just scorching hot. Then as soon as it rains, everything cools off. Bring some ponchos with you if it looks like it's going to rain during your trip, or a rain jacket. I got the cutest Disney rain jacket while we were there, and I can't wait to take it back with us the next time and every time because I just love it. I love that they have rain jackets. I don't know how long they've had them, but when I saw it, I knew like I had to have it. If you want to take like a break, or if you can't find a reservation and you want to just stop and have a drink and an appetizer, I highly recommend Nomad Lounge. You can bring your kids into Nomad Lounge. I love sitting on the patio part. I think that is a better experience, but you can also sit inside if you want. I think kids would much more enjoy being outside, but since seating is limited, it's a little bit hard to find a table sometimes. It's attached to Tiffin's. Tiffin's is the fancy restaurant in Animal Kingdom. Some of the shops are closed, so kind of expect that you might not be able to go to your favorite shops if shopping is part of your favorite thing. I highly recommend setting some time aside to go to Disney Springs because they have the best selection of Disney merchandise. I would highly recommend making that your shopping time. And then it's hard too when you shop at the parks because it's hard, you don't want to carry it around, and I know that they can ship it back to you to your house, or I want to say they can take it to your room if it's something really big. I might be wrong. You might want to check on that. But I like doing my shopping like at Disney Springs, even though I do it at every park. Disney Springs is my favorite place to shop at the wonderful world of Disney. And speaking of Disney Springs, things that you can do there, the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique isn't opened up yet, which I'm very sad about because I really want to take the girls soon, and I just don't know when they're going to open that experience back up, and I know it's because it would be really hard to social distance at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. And then for our last day, we went to EPCOT, and EPCOT does not have as much for the kids, of course, but they do have Frozen. You can't meet any of the characters. That is something that was sad, but they have the Frozen ride, and of course it was basically walk right on. And I was very surprised at the most little mini parades that I saw. They're kind of like impromptu parades that just have a couple characters and they walk through really quickly so that people aren't congregating for a long time. But they had at Epcot the princesses all lined up in a trolley, and they brought them through, and the girls loved that. They had Mickey and Minnie as well. Some of the main characters walked through a couple times too, and I was surprised that was at Epcot because Epcot is like the least kid-friendly. I mean, it's very kid-friendly everywhere in Disney is, but it's the least kid-friendly, and they had the most characters. We ate lunch at the Beer Garden, which is a German restaurant, and they have live German music, and it was really cool. I've been there one time years and years ago when I was maybe 10. And I remember it being cool, but it's still cool today. And the food was incredible. They didn't do the buffet like they normally do. It was family style and it was so good. Highly recommend Beer Garden. If you guys have not experienced that, you definitely need to. As far as Epcot though, all of the different food and drinks that are available in each country of Epcot, they're all open. So I didn't notice in Epcot a lot of things being closed down like at the other parks, but I mean, a lot of people did DM me and ask, like, is it a little bit depressing? Like, since it's not, like, they don't have all their normal stuff going on, is it a little bit depressing? And I have to admit, it was a little bit depressing seeing it so different. But I know in time, everything will go back. But if you go right now, even though it is a trade because you're getting the park with fewer people, the experiences are not the same. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I had. Like, I made a list in my phone of all the things that I wanted to like touch on with you for you guys. I wrote down here that I wanted to talk about pricing because the prices are exactly the same. So like I said, you're getting a trade-off because you're still paying full price, which the only thing that I'm not upset about, but the only thing that I think is like is that we paid for a monorail resort and didn't get to ride the monorail to Epcot. But, you know, what can you do? One of the things that we love utilizing when we're at Disney is the minivan service. It's if you have the Lyft app, if you're on Disney property and you're going somewhere else on Disney property, if you open the Lyft app, you can get it's called a minivan because they're not minivans, some of them are, but they're all decorated like Minnie Mouse, and they will come get you, and it's a cast member driving it, and they'll take you wherever you're going. So I've loved utilizing that because they have 2 car seats in it, so it's like perfect. But for us, we would have had to get 2 separate ones, which is fine. We did that last time. But the minivans were not in service when we were there, but I want to say they've opened them back up at this point. But when we were there, we couldn't utilize that. The last thing is masks. If you've seen the website, it does say you have to wear your mask if you're age 2 or above at all times in the parks, anywhere on property. You have to have your mask on. That means even when you're outside. And so when it's really hot, it's sometimes hard. You feel kind of like you're suffocating. So the most breathable mask that I have ever worn is the disposable blue, I think they're called surgical masks, and I have all the footage in here, or for the most part I have that on. You can take it off if you're sitting down eating or drinking. You just can't, you're not supposed to be walking, eating and drinking or walking. But I will admit there were a few occasions that I pulled it down to take a sip of my coffee and then put it right back up. Adeline is 2, so keeping a mask on her was basically impossible. We did put it on every time that I got a chance to get it on her, like going into the parks. Like, they will not let you in unless that mask is on. They will ask you the child's age, and she hated it. So if your child's not used to wearing a mask, like in Texas, 99% positive it's age 10 and above that are required to wear masks. So it was really hard. And Adeline, in a lot of this footage, you'll notice that she did not have it on because she wouldn't keep it on, and there's only so much you can do. You can't you can't tape it to them. So that is something to know. But Skyla is 4, and she was so good. She kept it on the entire time. But the one thing that I will say is that she normally never touches her face. She might touch her face every once in a while, but with the mask on, she kept sticking her finger through, like poking a hole in the mask to chew on her finger, which she never does. So I kind of felt like she was getting more germs by sticking her finger in her mouth constantly from having the mask on. But overall, she's 4 and she did a great job with keeping it on. So it's going to be each kid, I'm sure, is different, as you know. But that was our experience with that. So I'm going to show you guys the footage that we got. It's actually a lot more footage than I normally get, and this video is going to be mega long. If you want to stay up to date, I would highly recommend finding us on Instagram. So with that being said, I love you guys. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. So the last clip that I did on here, I was telling you that I was going to do a full day of juicing. So this morning I woke up feeling just really like it was time, and so my assistant booked flights for the same day, and we're on the way to Disney World. I'm really excited because I'm really excited to show you guys what it's like right now, because what I've heard is that it's completely empty, and I can't wait to take you through the parks with us and show you how are the waits. I know that you can see on your app that they're short, but I want to show it to you visually just how short the waits are.
We're going to Disneyland. There we go. It's Disneyland. Bye-bye. When we dropped off at Disney.
And making sure we have everybody's here. Aaryn, Denise. How's your feet, Reese? I'm gonna get you.
Alright, you can't take this over.
Thank you.
Anything's up here.
Okay, now we have to grab everything so that Alright, everything to say.
I was down here for a
You're tired?
I'm on Pluto's side.
You're on Pluto's side.
Yeah, and you're on Donald.
Thank you.
Perfect.
With our passing episode.
Welcome aboard Disney's Magical Express. Our dishonor. In all your vacation planning, you have to pay off. Or perhaps you're more of a live in the moment kind of traveler. My Disney experience.
The spinning wheels means always like sort of included a steam pump. I really like the steam pump fall. At long distance, it'll look like it's
Wait a minute, girl.
It's ours. It's ours.
Uh-huh.
Can we
So unbothered.
You're so funny.
Unbothered.
Just got my foot on.
My one.
4629.
All right.
Mommy, I think they're building something over there.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
No, I'm scared.
Ooh, it's nice and cold. Can you pick that paper up, Caleb?
Mommy, I can't see it.
Oh, it's so hot.
Oh.
The view is so good.
That's enough footage. Please open the door.
Until you see out the window.
What are we looking at?
It's the castle is right there. Right there.
Stop. Stop! This
I know,
is
let me turn the light
so
on.
good. What do you girls think?
Can
you see the castle? Oh.
That is crazy! Oh my god!
Wow, I
You
can't wait
zoom.
to take an iconic Snapchat in the morning.
Guys, I really cannot.
I really want to go there. Mommy, come look at the bathroom.
I know, isn't it cool?
Yeah, look, the button right here. The button's right here.
The button's right there.
Yeah, you press it and it'll fly. Yeah. And,
Good
and
morning.
Mommy, Adeline has red.
Where are we?
Yeah.
Look out the window.
What's that?
Guess what? The castle's pink.
The castle's pink. That's what we saw when it was nighttime.
I know. Can you believe it?
Yeah, but the castle was lighting up at nighttime.
I know. They light it up at nighttime. I'm gonna go out here, the adults only balcony, okay? The castle is pink. And then when you scan over this way, it's the Grand Floridian. And then a little bit farther over is the Polynesian. Super exciting.
Everyone has their van.
No, you don't anymore? Skylar's gonna get some Mickey ears. Are you sure you don't want some? Oh, that one is so cute. I might get that on the way out. Foam on top. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. And then yeah. Oh, Adeline lost her mask, so we got her this one. Adeline, look, I got this for you. Isn't that a cute mask? I know, it's Mickey. Don't lose that water. Here's that. Thank you. Yep. This way. I'm hoping, and then maybe if I put it in the shade.
Oh wait, Aaryn. Wow, they're really cute.
Oh,
They're so cute. Activate. So I think you like snap it maybe to make it like cool.
Oh, like flap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Yeah, oh, and the unicorn. Because who likes the unicorn? I think I know this one.
I don't even know that one.
Oh, I don't know that. Oh.
She likes Minions.
Oh yeah. Despicable Me.
Despicable.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
What are you getting, Adeline?
I got this.
You got that? Skylar, show me what you got.
Oh, you're doing Tinkerbell now?
Yeah.
Adeline wants that one.
Well, I want this one.
Oh no, she wants the same one, so you can go get the same one. I'll get it. Stay here.
We got a cool. Ready? Look at her teeth at the top. Oh my gosh. Oh, they light up.
Yeah, isn't that so cute? Since Adeline doesn't want ears, it's like perfect for her.
So cute.
And they get one of these every time we come. I'm the worst.
Okay, Aaryn's in the bathroom, so I'm taking the lead on lunch before we all dive in. But Aaryn got this salad, we got all these, the girls got pizza. Are you excited to eat, Adeline? Yeah. And Reese Barrel has some applesauce. Are you excited?
Okay, so we just had lunch at this pizzeria place, like a really quick lunch. And there is seriously nobody here. Everything is super empty. We haven't done any rides yet, but it's only, see, it's thundering. It's about to rain, but that's pretty normal for this time of year in Orlando. But I've already gotten soaked. But we're gonna just go keep walking around the park because since you can only do one park a day, we have like until 8 p.m. So we're not in a rush, which is really an amazing feeling, not rushing to a fast pass or like a reservation or anything like that. So we're gonna keep going and see what looks fun to do. But we really wanna get a Rise of the Resistance pass, and I think that's about to open up again at 1 p.m., which is in like 10 minutes.
Okay, which ride are you most excited about?
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror.
light is purple.
Oh.
And I'm going at the tower of tears. Look like a tower of tears.
I don't know if you'll like the Tower of Terror. That one's a little crazy. Right, Skyla? Do you think she would like it?
No. I do like it.
Okay. We'll find one for you. We're going to do Mickey's Runaway too, which is the new one that we got to go on last time.
It will be fun for me.
It'll be fun for you. Okay, I love that for you.
I doesn't get to go to the tower of terror. Yeah, I will.
Don't tell her.
Just got off the Tower of Terror. Did you like that ride?
Yeah, I was super brave.
You were super brave. So now we're having a donut. You guys, I got this really cute rain poncho, or it's just like a rain jacket, and I love it because I'm gonna bring it every time. It will pay off, right?
Yeah, and I got one too.
You did get one too. She's got like the full length kids poncho. So after our donut break, I think we're gonna head. We did actually get in the queue for Rise of the Resistance, which I really can't believe. So when they alert us for that, we're gonna go over there, but for now we're gonna just keep walking around. The one thing that I did see that we didn't do was like the Lightning McQueen like showcase, and we've never done that before. So I don't know, maybe we should go over there and check that out. No, it's like, it shows you all the cars from the movie Cars, but the kids don't really watch that. So I don't know. They don't really like Cars, which is so weird because I love that movie, but the girls never got excited about it. All right guys, so as you can see, the Disney Junior Dance Party is not in session, and I was really looking forward to doing that because it's one of our favorite things here at Hollywood Studios, but they said they might be opening it up next week, so it's very empty. But inside this right here, the Star Wars launch bay, you can go in there and take your mask off, snack, drink, and cool, just relax in there. So just so you know, if you're coming here, that's an option. That's the relaxation station. Good morning. We are having breakfast at Chef Mickey's. So it's gonna be a completely different experience today because the characters won't be dining. They won't be like passing through. So it's not really gonna be a true character dining, but we're still gonna do Chef Mickey's since we're staying at the Contemporary. Okay guys, so Chef Mickey's is doing family style right now, which is really cool because they just brought out stuff that I would never have selected myself. But they brought out parfaits and croissants and all of this stuff that I never get at buffets, and I'm gonna show you because this is actually really neat.
all part of the experience. Beauty is pain, right?
Oh, yeah, this is insane, you guys. It's dead. I cannot believe it's so empty. I mean, I can, but it's the most iconic time to come. It is.
There's no one.
The only thing is, it's a little bit depressing with not everything being open, but it's all for the cause.
I like it like this. Like you can walk.
Nicer than being like, I feel like I get so much anxiety when we're just covered up on top with people.
I love how they spell their name. How do they spell it? E-R-I-N with a Mickey.
Isn't this amazing?
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the
I know you do. We all do.
Okay, 6?
Yes. William? Yes. What's the first name? Aaryn.
The girls got the most magical cup holders. Isn't that cool? Fit for a queen.
Louie, it's cool. It's right upright.
I know.
Thanks, Mommy.
You're welcome.
Water that lights up. I can see me, Mommy. Look at me, Mommy.
See you.
Hi, Mommy. You just touched.
This camera's really good.
I can see it.
He's so cute.
stopped at Starbucks for our coffee and breakfast today. How is it? The T-Rex had germs in her teeth?
Yeah.
So we just went on the dinosaur ride. This is one of my favorite rides for sure. I had to take Skyla because Adeline and Reese obviously aren't big enough yet. So the girls just went back on it again. And this is our first ride of the day, but honestly, I love this ride so much. Okay guys, we are at Yak and Yeti. It's pouring raining outside. This is one of our favorite restaurants at Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. And we're deciding what we're gonna have for lunch right now. I usually get the girls the chicken fried rice. They love that. Reese is so cute and chilling right there.
Like the avatars that was like dancing off the yes. And it was like the interactive light ball. Yeah. It was something so funny. Yeah.
All right. Have you guys been on this yet?
No.
What?
I've never been on this one.
Haven't been on this?
No.
Few reminders. Please wear a face covering. Clean your hands often and thoroughly.
I love you. Are you excited?
Where are you going?
Are you excited?
Yeah. We're going to tattoo our movie. Here it goes. Here it goes, Mommy.
Here it goes. Okay guys, yep I can. These slap braces are going to be the end of me. The girls ask me to fix them every 2 seconds because they don't know how to work them. So we're at Epcot and I'm sitting stationary, which means you can have your mask down when you're sitting stationary and eating, drinking. Welcome to Epcot. It's not as empty as I thought it would be here at Epcot. I think this is more people than I expected coming into the park. And so far, it looks like all of the different spots are open where you can eat and drink around the world. So, the only thing that I've noticed that's different from last time we were here is that there's tons of walls up. There were walls up last time, and now there's even more walls up while they renovate and do updates and things like that. But we just finished our morning coffee. I got a small one this time because I haven't been finishing my ventis for some reason. But it's our last day, and we're gonna be here until they close. Close her down. I might get the meatball. Yeah, I'm gonna get a meatball. Wow.
Oh, that'd be good.
As long as it doesn't have...
Just gonna get the meatballs.
And then one of the burgers and one of the meatballs.
One burger, one meatball,
Yeah.
2 non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. What do you think?
Looks really good. We're going, but Mommy's got to take a bite of this meatball. I love it.
There's a ride in Mexico that's
Whee!
Look who it is!
Wow, all of them. Aww.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh. Oh my gosh. That was so cute.
They loved it.
Oh. Okay guys, and that's gonna be it for my Disney vlog. I just realized that I didn't close the vlog at Disney or when I got home. We were so exhausted that final day at Epcot that I just did not think about like ending the vlog formally. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you made it this far, wow, you're a true ride or die, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.